And hello everyone, welcome back to the special Weather Center Live update here on FS Rick News. I am the Invader, and today, welcome back to our latest weather news updates here on FS Rick News. Let's get to the news now. We are currently tracking Tropical Storm Fred, Tropical Depression Grace, and Tropical Storm Henry. Two tropical storms and one tropical depression. We have latest details now. I know this information is late, but Tropical Storm Grace. Excuse me. No, not Tropical Storm Grace. Excuse me. Tropical Storm Fred. Tropical Storm Fred has made landfall. I feel about 36 minutes ago here. As you can see, it's on land now. I did not mean to say Grace. I meant Fred. Tropical Storm Fred has made landfall. Already made landfall about 36 to 47 minutes ago here in the last hour here. It's moving on land right now, bringing some heavy rain over the Panama City area here. It made landfall in this area over near Apalachicola here, around Port St. Joe here, and moving up north here. So it's already starting to bring rain right now, and Tropical Storm Fred is expected to track up this direction into Georgia as it moves northeastward. So we're getting the latest details here as it makes landfall. We do have a wind advisory in effect tropical storm warning in effect right now over the Panama City area, parts of over the Panama City area by the National Weather Service in Tallahassee, and wind advisory in effect all the way up north from up into Georgia here as the system moves up north here. So right now with the storm total rainfall is being picked up in these areas right now. A lot of rainfall is being picked up, as you can see. According to this, we're seeing about 9 inches of rainfall has been picked up. Panama City, 5 inches. So this thing is making landfall, and much the impacts are eastward of the system. So if you live east of the quadrant of Tropical Storm Fred, so what we call in hurricanes we usually split up quadrants. There's the northwest quadrant here. There's the northeast quadrant. I meant to put NE here. There's the southeast quadrant in this direction. Then we got the southwest quadrant here. So there's 4 quadrants in a hurricane. We put them over the eye, and we believe in that the eastward side of the quadrant is stronger than the westward. But today with Fred, both sides are strong. So both sides of this storm is strong, but mostly the eastward because there will be more rainfall on that side. But both sides are strong, and neither what side you're on of a tropical storm. It is not just a tropical storm. It's more than just a tropical storm right now. It's already bringing rain and heavy winds right now. Tropical storm warnings are in effect. Let's get to the live webcam here. I looked this up. This is the Panama City webcam here. Let me see if I can refresh this, guys. So this is the Panama City Beach webcam. We'll go live here. You can see what's going on. So kind of windy right now. You can hear the things going on in the background, as you can see. So you can see in the background it's kind of windy and foggy right now. You can see the waves, the camera shaking. This is actually live from Panama City Beach as Tropical Storm Fred has made landfall moving up north here. You can hear the wind in this live here, the webcam. Kind of shaking the camera as you can see. So it's kind of windy going on in Panama City, but this is what's going on right now. Again, we do have tropical storm warnings right now, flash flood warnings, storm surge warnings in effect as Tropical Storm Fred has made landfall. You can see the warnings going on here. Rain outlook, surge slash beach. So these are high surf warnings. So these are really dangerous, and people should be in mind of what's going on. There's a tornado outlook. There's a potential for some tornadoes with Fred, so it's going to be heavy rain. And there's currently a tornado watch in effect, and there's already flash flood watches. And here's the radar. You can see Tropical Storm Fred is moving with a lot of moisture, and you can see some in Georgia here. As tropical storm Fred moves up north here, we're expecting rain to move into Georgia, north and central Georgia. Here's the rainfall totals for Georgia here. Like Atlanta, they expect 4 to 6 inches of rain here. Gusty winds are possible with this system, so impacts will be felt through Georgia and up as it moves around, as it moves up northeastward. As you see, rain will be felt as Fred moves. There's a flash flood watch in effect ahead of the system as it makes landfall at the Florida Panhandle. So we are watching a lot, honestly, on Tropical Storm Fred because this is going to be a big one as this makes landfall. But this is just the latest updates we have on Tropical Storm Fred as it makes landfall. But you get a clear idea of what's going on right now. So let's check the warning cone static images right now. Maximum staying winds at 60 miles right now. Expect to move over to Georgia here as depression by 1 p.m. Tuesday and on northeastward. 60-mile winds right now. This thing has strengthened. Movement is north-northeast at 9 miles. Probably is trying as it makes landfall. This thing's gonna lose some wind as it moves to land. There's no physical water. That means the system will have to will be weaker as it moves inland because it has no water when it moves inland. But yeah, it's gonna be a strong hurricane. Excuse me, strong tropical storm right now as it moves northeastward. So people in the path of this should be aware of what's going on and be prepared. Remember, we do have here. So we do have a flood risk going on here. Moderate flood risk in this area, moderate flood risk going on around this area, like Tallahassee, Panama City here. And here's day one through Tuesday morning, day two, then day three. As this system moves up northeastward, we expect huge flood risk, heavy rain in those areas. Here's a storm surge forecast graphic. This is going to be much higher, probably around 6 feet, 6 to 8 feet of storm surge is high, maybe up to 7 to 9 feet of storm surge possible. Warning slash code interactive map. So we're going to check this out so we can see where the system goes. So some minutes already. Okay. So as you can see, the system has moved up north. The cone has shifted towards Georgia now. So to move northeastward Georgia, the cone is going so surprisingly this cone will be going through the heart of Atlanta, so we might feel the impacts here in metro here at FS Rick News headquarters here in Atlanta here. We might feel some impacts going on in that area, so we will feel some winds here in this area. So as the cone moves through, we might see a lot of heavy rain, um and and yeah, that's what we're gonna expect here. As it moves just north of Atlanta, we're expecting 35-mile winds or 45-mile wind gusts here. So this could be a tropical storm when it nears our area, but will weaken to a depression once it gets near to Atlanta. When it moves out to West Virginia, 25 miles maximum winds or 35-mile wind gusts, as you can see. Then over Virginia, 30 miles maximum wind gusts up to 40 miles of wind. So this system will move northeastward up to near Pennsylvania here. Yeah, Pennsylvania, as it moves up north. So we're gonna be watching that closely at the path, and we're gonna be watching Tropical Storm Grace. So do not worry, we didn't forget about Grace. So yeah, you can see the Tropical Storm Force winds are increasing here. Yeah, so let's talk about tropical depression Grace. I forgot to mention it's depression. Yeah. So the National Hurricane Center has said this will be a likely hurricane, and that this could be a hurricane like Category 1 hurricane. Like I said, this could have this because the warm waters of the Gulf of Mexico are warm, so there's a good potential that this could be a hurricane, Category 1 hurricane later on Friday, but we have to wait and see how strong this will be first. But there's already tropical storm watches in effect, tropical storm warnings going on in Cuba as the system moves west northwestward here. So it's moving at 13 miles west northwestward, staying with at 35 miles. So it's in tropical depression now. But we'll be back to tropical storm late by Wednesday. By Wednesday morning, it will regain tropical storm strength or Tuesday evening. So we're gonna have to wait and see how this goes, but it will move west northwestward with heavy rainfall across the Dominican Republic, Haiti, Cuba, Jamaica, and the Cayman Islands may lead to flash urban and small stream flooding, with the potential for mudslides highs in Haiti and the Dominican Republic. So we need to watch these two systems closely. And tropical storm Henra, tropical storm Henra. I hope I'm saying that right. Has formed here. As you can see, it's over near Bermuda. Tropical storm watch is in effect now. Winds are at 40 miles right now, moving southwestward at 7 miles. So it has formed into a tropical storm, making it our let's see, about making it our seventh named storm, actually eighth named storm, yeah, eighth named storm of the season, making this storm the eighth named storm, not the seventh, the eighth named storm. Grace was our seventh named storm. Sorry about that. So yeah, this is the new advisory for out here, 40-mile winds right now, and tropical winds are in effect for Bermuda as the system moves. So we do have three active tropical cyclones right now here. Two tropical storms are Fred and Henry. Yeah, probably Henry. I think I'm saying that right. Then Grace down up near Haiti and the Dominican Republic. So let's just get into before I can just make this fast already. So southeast, we're gonna watch with Fred as it moves up north. We're gonna bring some rain, all that moisture coming up. Then there's Grace. It could be a potential hurricane when it makes landfall in Mexico, but probably we'll have to wait and see. It's too early to call. We are not exactly sure. Let's look at the North Atlantic here. But the GFS models are saying a hurricane landfall could be possible. Category 1 is possible with Grace, so Grace could be a hurricane. So yeah, well, at least Florida's not going to be impacted, but it's going to be a 2-on-1 punch for Grace because this will move just south of the Florida Keys here, so some impacts could be felt from the Florida Keys, but that was yesterday. I said that yesterday, but today I don't think there won't be any impacts because this will be moving south of Cuba this time. So no impacts to the Florida Keys, so they'll be fine. So Florida will be fine. Grace will not hit you, but Haiti, south of Cuba will have these impacts going on. So here's Fred. You can see this. You can see the clouds going on here. You can see the darkish clouds moving up northeastward here as it continues to move up north here. Winds are still, so yeah, 55 knot winds going on. Global hurricane models are projected to be the same here as it moves up. So once it moves up land, we expect that it won't intensify to Category 1 because all models are now agreeing to tropical storm and will go down. So we expect no re-strengthening after it makes landfall. So yeah, then we talk about tropical storm Grace here. I mean tropical depression Grace. I got used to saying tropical storm Grace, but now it's the depression. Tropical depression Grace. Intensity guidance showing possible that some models are saying a category 1 could be possible, but it's too early to call. So do not expect this to turn to a hurricane. Models will change over time throughout this week because we're kind of close, but we're not too close enough to tell if this will be a category 1 hurricane. So we have to wait and see. So most of the spaghetti model track guidance is now showing much of this will be heading towards to Mexico. Much of the models will indicate that. So we'll have to wait and see how this goes, and we'll get probably more information later on this week. Yeah, so that is what we will be watching. Aircraft recons into Fred. There's one en route right now, and this will give us later information about if Fred has lost wind, but we're probably guessing this thing is losing power right now. Like, it's losing its strength, so it's losing its power. Like, by I mean like that, it's losing strength right now. As it makes landfall, there's no water, there's no warm water. It can't get that energy, so yeah, it will lose strength over time as it makes landfall, and will be depression over North Georgia later tomorrow. So yes, and yeah, so. So, to wrap things up now, we will to wrap things up now. Let's talk back about the sea surface temperatures. Yeah, okay, that's the last part we talked about. So, sea surface temperatures. Well, there's quite warm waters in the Gulf of Mexico, as you can see. So, tropical depression Grace is moving south right now over Haiti and the Dominican Republic. As this moves over here south of Cuba, it's expected to move to the warm waters. There's a high pressure ridge going on in this area. I don't have my epic pen on, where like the drawing tool I use. But yeah, it's gonna be moving south of Cuba here, and we'll move into the Gulf of Mexico, into the warm waters, where it could possibly strengthen into a Category 1 hurricane. So that's what we have to wait and see later on. I'm Meteorologist Invader. Thank you for watching Invader's Weather News Special Edition of Weather Center Live. I'm Meteorologist Invader. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more updates coming on later on. Stay safe and take care. Thank you, everyone, and we hope you enjoyed this video. Bye.